Hello and welcome to the Talking Shrimp podcast. My name is Mitchell Lewin and I am joined today by...
Yo peeps, it's Joel.
Hello, Joel, for joining me. Hello,
Thank you very
people
much.
of the internet, for listening to us.
Yet again.
This is
You
crazy.
don't have to, but you choose to, because we're the best.
There's actually people out there listening to this. Mental.
We're the best, that's why. Everyone wants to listen to us. Everyone needs us in their life.
Everyone is a very broad spectrum.
Every person
that
on the
you're
planet.
Describing the word everyone.
Yeah,
as.
mate, I'm going full John Lennon on this thing. Everyone, mate. Peace and love. Yoko,
Imagine
Yoko,
all the
Yoko.
people listening to the Talking
Imagine
Shrimp.
all the shrimpies.
Listening to the podcast.
Yep,
Yeah.
see?
Thank you for joining us today. As I was just saying, I can't remember. I was going to say something else, and then we trailed off, and I don't know what I was going to say.
Absolutely fine. It's
We've
been a pleasure.
already derailed.
Yep.
How are you? This is the last podcast, by the way, in January.
It is.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, should we say it? Should we say it? Should we do it?
It's not been 30 seconds, but if you want to, but I think I know what you're
Okay,
going to say.
fuck January.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a shitter, hasn't it, really? I'll be honest with you. It's been a bit up, down, a bit boring, a bit bland. If January was a colour, it would probably be grey.
I like the colour grey, though.
It depends on what.
It just works, the
It doesn't
colour grey.
pop, though, does it? Do you know what I mean?
No, it doesn't
stand
pop,
out.
but it works. It's got its purpose, and it works.
Nah, it's a shitter, mate. It's a shitter. Anyway, just been paid. Everyone who's been paid. Tick, tick, tick. Ding,
I
ding,
haven't.
ding.
Not yet.
Well, you will have the end of the week. You will have.
Yeah.
So
It still hasn't happened
enjoy
yet.
it.
January. It's yeah. Sorry, I know you want to move on. You've got something to talk about. I just want to say, it's been all right. January. I'm going to change it. It's been okay.
Mate. Dump.
Football.
If I could murder a month, it would have been January.
Football's been up and down. I will say that.
Football's been
mainly downs, but a little bit of ups.
Yeah.
A small glimmer of ups, but mainly down in terms of football.
Yeah, it's like January is like someone's put a crisp golden coin on the top of a heaping pile of shit, and it's just like, oh, that's nice, type thing. We've had that little bit of, oh, that's nice, and then
Yeah. Well, okay. What's been bad for you this January that's made it so bad?
just in general, mate. Generalistic things, as January is. The weather's been shit.
I think that's the worst thing about January. The weather's been
better.
shit.
Yeah, the weather's
that's been the
awful.
worst thing this
It's
January.
the come down, the hangover from Christmas, isn't it? Obviously.
Yeah,
The pay
true.
as well. Wait until payday.
Yeah.
Because it's before. Yeah.
I don't know. I've quite enjoyed these last couple of days. I've enjoyed of January.
I've cried more in January this year than I have all of last year. There you
But you've got a good reason for that.
go. Not specifically.
Oh, right.
As a
Okay.
generalistic as well. I have
really?
just yeah.
Oh.
I've had a lot of different reasons. I think I feel like I've been in the ring with about 6 Mike Tysons so far.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I had a good cry the other day as well.
It's good, mate.
Yeah.
It's good.
Literally Saturday morning, I had a good cry, and then since Saturday, I've been good.
Yeah.
I've been upbeat since Saturday.
It's good, mate. Was
I
it
think-
about specific or was it just in general?
It was something specific.
Yeah. Okay.
It was something specific, but it's worked out good, and now life's been good, mate. Literally Saturday happened. I had a bit of a shit at Saturday.
Yeah.
And then Sunday's been class. Like Sunday was class. I literally spent the whole day at the gym. Felt really good. Monday, football, good. Tuesday went for a run. Now it's Wednesday. And we're actually recording this now. Like,
Yeah, on a Wednesday.
if you're listening to this at dead on 6 o'clock when it comes out, it might be a little bit late, sorry. We are recording this literally at it's almost 5 o'clock.
Yeah, this turnover.
This is
immaculate.
almost a live podcast.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay.
Go on. I've said positive things for my January. What's been positive about your January?
Town beat Wrexham.
Is that it?
That's it.
No, you've got to have had something else that's happened.
Okay. I can say something positive about today.
Go on then.
It's nearly the end of January.
But then you could say that you could have been saying that for a lot more recent than just today.
I could have.
Do you know what? I'm going to say something that happened good this January.
Yeah.
We had this weekend that's just been, and the weekend before.
Yeah.
The weekend before, so it's 2 weeks ago. Is that right?
Yeah.
We had a very productive weekend. As
we
Talking
did, yeah.
Shrimp, and recorded a load of stuff.
Yeah, I think.
And some good content as well.
Yeah.
So
Talking Shrimp's
look
probably
forward to
been
that.
up there with the good parts, but
yeah. It's been a productive January for Talking Shrimp.
I'm not happy with January. There you go. I'm not happy with January.
In personal life?
So,
Or just
no, in
general?
generalistic. Talking Shrimp too. I'm just not happy.
Really?
That includes me too. Like
Oh.
me. Like
Fair enough.
but I feel it's been a knock-on effect. Anyway, what I'm saying is, this rolls nicely into the first topic of conversation. Okay. Okay. So the first topic of conversation is I would like us to try and be positive
Good.
about
Good.
the negatives.
Oh, okay. No,
See
good.
what I
That's
did?
good. That's
You
good.
like it?
I like
Okay,
this. I like
so
this.
the aim of the game is I'm going to give you a topic, and I want you to say something positive about that topic that I know that you don't like.
Okay, so let's see how many things that I
Okay,
don't
well,
like.
let's start off simple. Okay, let's start off simple.
Okay,
Okay, a gig.
I like gigs though.
I'm joking.
I could. Okay,
Oh,
I will do this because we haven't been to many gigs of recent,
True.
and my reasoning for not going to gigs is because I just can't be bothered with travel.
Yes,
So my negative is I can't be bothered with travel, but the positive is
you like it when you're there.
I like gigs when I'm there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you
Like-
could just teleport there,
Like
you'd be sound.
we're actually going to a gig tonight.
We are.
I really can't be bothered. It's in Shrewsbury, and I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
But
It will be good.
I'll like it when I'm there.
Yeah, I agree. I feel the same, to be fair, about
Yeah.
tonight. So, yeah. Okay, we'll give you an actual one, okay?
Okay.
Tuna. Because I know you don't like it.
The cans that it comes in are sturdy.
Nah. I mean, you have a good point. They are sturdy.
And they look good. The cans that the tuna comes in look good. They're like a good sized can.
They
I
are,
like
and
the size of that can.
Like, yeah, to grab as well, and yeah, yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give
The
you that.
little
That's not the
thin
worst
cans,
one.
but,
because
well,
I thought
okay.
you might have said something about the logo and the actual like shape of a tuna, but sure, I'll take it.
No, I've got a better answer. It's good for you. There you go.
Yeah, to an
Fish
extent,
generally
yeah.
is good for you,
I mean,
not-
half of a tuna can is dolphin, but sure.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry to all the dolphin lovers. Actually, no, to be fair, fuck dolphins. They're horrible.
They are quite nasty
They're
animals
horrible.
that are oddly loved by people.
Very,
Horny. This is, do you
yeah.
know what? The second time we've mentioned dolphins, I think, in the last 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure, for some reason, we got onto dolphins last week.
I think pufferfish. I think that was the
Yeah, we said about how
gist
they
of
get
it.
a bit randy. And it wasn't in the podcast. I'm so sorry. It's
It was
a
just a
video.
general-
It's a video that's coming out soon.
okay, it was, yes.
It's a video that
There's
comes out
spoiler.
soon.
Yeah,
I've
we've
just
got a ton of videos for you guys. Honestly,
Yeah.
a ton of content. It's class.
We talk about dolphins being
yeah,
very ravenous.
yeah. That's the
Yeah.
top like
Yeah.
iceberg.
But yes, you'll know the
yeah.
video.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to promise it's called. It's going to be another hot ranking video. There you go. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
It's a hot ranking.
pretty
video
good, to be
when
fair,
we
actually.
discuss
It's
the
really
dolphin and some
Yeah.
other things.
it's pretty good. Yeah, go on, shoot. Give me one.
Oh, you put me on the spot.
Something negative that you know I don't like.
January.
It starts with a J.
No, shut up. Come on. Give me
Fuck off! You had about a tin with tuna. It's not even the actual tuna.
No, okay.
At least I said something about the actual thing.
Yeah, but
January.
I did afterwards. I said that it's good for you. Fish is generally
January.
quite good for
Something good about January. The transfer window.
Good answer.
There you go.
That's a great answer.
That is a great answer. And for Shrewsbury Town, it's been pretty poor. But anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for the higher people up at the club. They've got some money to be rubbing together.
oh yeah, true. Money,
Anyway.
money. Yeah, okay. We'll go. Horror films for you. Horror movies. Scary movies. Like that. Slasher. Or
I've got a few. I'm going to ball roll. I'm just going to get the ball rolling.
okay.
Camaraderie.
Yep.
I think they bring people together quite well. There's like a when people talk about horror films, you either are into horror films or you're not. And the people who are into horror films have a very good you've seen this horror film.
Yeah.
I think you'll like it.
I agree. I thought
That-
you were
that
going to
doesn't
say
happen
about
with
the
any other
actual
genre.
film, and I was going to say that's a lie because they always split up.
What do you mean?
But I see, like in a scary film, it's like, oh, what should we do? The killer's after us. Split up and each die individually.
Yeah, but that's not a good thing, is it?
Yeah, but when you said camaraderie, I
right.
thought you meant like in a film.
No,
But now
for the audience watching.
Yeah,
For the
I
audience
agree.
watching, I think it's.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sort of. It doesn't happen with any other genre of film, really.
But
but
no.
with horrors,
Unless it's specific films, I agree. Yeah.
But with
horror
horror films, everyone's just like, "Oh, have you seen this film? This
Yeah.
film? This film?"
no one really does it for like comedies
No,
or sci-fi
not
and
really,
stuff. It's
not
always
really.
just a Star Wars. It's like a Star Wars group chat or
Yeah,
something like that, isn't
yeah.
it? Whereas horrors, I agree. I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
give you that. That's fair enough.
I feel like I had more, but that one sort of topped. The other
Oh, I
one
like
I think I was going to say was it's quite like it gets your adrenaline going, and that's
Yeah.
can be a good thing for most people,
Yeah.
not for others. But
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
you can ask one for me now again, aren't you?
I am going to ask one.
Hard candy. What?
Uh,
Why did that come from?
I wouldn't necessarily say
Like
I'd do
hard
it.
boiled sweets, like your nan would give you.
Okay, the best thing about them is when you boil them down, and then you can create like a stained glass window effect in the oven. That's about it.
What?
Other than that, they're bad.
What?
When you melt them down in the oven, have you never done it?
No.
Okay, I forget you didn't have a childhood. So you melt them down in the oven,
Yeah.
and then you can have like green, blue, whatever. And when it cools out of the oven, it creates like a stained glass window effect, and that's how you did it in school with like RE and stuff, and that's how it happens.
Wish we were recording.
We should do it, honestly.
No, I was going to say I wish we were recording a video podcast right now, because that whole time you were explaining that, where there was just silence from me, my mouth was open.
Yeah,
just
the whole time you were completely like that. You can do
What?
that.
What?
If anyone's out there who's done this, by the way, please tell us.
So what do
because
you do? So which kind of sweets? Then like
hard-boiled sweets.
you don't really see them anymore, do you?
No, not really. They're like vintage, aren't they? Really, I'd say that they're in those vintage.
I suppose because they had quite a lot of
less
wrapping.
sweet shop.
They have quite a lot of wrapping, don't they? They're in a plastic packet,
Yeah.
and then they're plastic packaged individually inside that plastic
That's it.
packaging.
Yeah. Whereas
that's
now
probably
it's just,
why.
Yeah,
But they're
you
probably
can
not
melt
very
them
good for
down,
you.
that's- No, definitely not. It's just literally like
Sugar. Yeah, and a flavouring, which
Pretty much.
is probably not very good for you either.
No. Yeah, I
Good
mean,
answer.
I wouldn't say I don't really like it, but yeah, I'll give you that. Okay, sure.
I don't know. I just in my head I was thinking nobody really wants a hard-boiled sweet, but then now
Yeah.
I've said it, I really want one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Something that you don't like that I know you don't like. Gavin Stacey.
I wouldn't say I don't like it.
I wouldn't say you
okay.
like it either, though.
Yeah, fair. It's the second most viewed television episode in UK history.
Under
Under?
what? Do you know the top one?
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. Here you go.
But that's not really. I wouldn't say that's like a positive. I was just.
No, but the positive, the double negatives with it, or double positives, whichever way you want to look at it, is that you don't like it, so it's good that it's second underneath something you do like.
Yeah,
get that?
fair.
That's good.
I'll tell you what. Okay, I've got a great one now for this because we seem to be rolling with the Wallace and Gromit at the minute.
Okay, sure.
Wallace. Give me a positive.
Gromit would not have a home without him. There you go. Gromit would be on the streets without Wallace.
We can't name this podcast another thing about Wallace and Gromit.
Well, you said it.
I
You
know.
were like, let's do it.
But you moved it on to. No, I
Okay,
did
okay,
actually.
okay. Yeah. Well, that is
That's
the
quite a good
main
answer.
one, isn't
That's
it?
quite,
Really?
I thought you were going to say something like he's a good inventor or something like that.
Nah, he's not really. Everything that he turns into
Do
something.
you know what you should have said? He made Norbot.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but look what happened there.
Yeah, true. But that was
Gromit nearly died,
that
but
was
then
Fe-
Norbot saved him.
that was
But he
Feather's
wouldn't have
fault.
saved him if he didn't make him.
It was Feather's fault though.
Yeah.
He
Feather's
programmed
cruel.
him to be bad.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
bad chicken.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, okay.
He's not a chicken.
What?
Is it? I've got one for you. If you
Go on.
Wrexham Football Club.
A positive about Wrexham
Yeah.
Football Club.
Yeah.
Right, are you listening, people? Because this is about to get dirty, okay? Dirty. The positive about Wrexham Football Club is... the positive about Wrexham Football Club is that it's...
I love how you're not saying
It's all-
plural. You're just saying one thing.
Yeah. The positive about Wrexham Football Club is that it's...
And thank you for listening to the Talking Street podcast today. No, come on, you can think of something.
Okay.
You can think of something. Come on.
I've got one. Okay. The
No,
positive about Wrexham
Don't.
Football
I know
Club
what you're going to do now.
is-
You're going to give a backwards compliment that's actually going to be a bad thing. Ready? Go on, say it.
Okay, it's a good thing. Okay?
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense for little old Shrewsbury town to not have a team in the shadows behind them, and it's nice to have a team in the shadows behind us, isn't it? Do you like that?
That's not a positive.
Do you like that?
That's not a positive
someone
thing.
who's smaller and not as good, and just someone that you just is always going to be there. That gives you something to do better for. It's motivation to do better, and it's nice to have them in our shadow, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I'm making no comment.
Do you know what
And
I mean?
if you're a Wrexham Football Club supporter and you want to direct your hate anywhere,
I don't give two shits. I'll be honest here.
but you've said, do you know, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. As a Shrewsbury Town fan, I'm going to play devil's advocate in defence of Wrexham. Can't believe I'm doing this.
Whoa,
They
hang
are
on.
currently higher in the table than us. How can you say they're in our shadow?
They're in our shadow, mate.
Okay.
They're in Wales.
Yeah, fair. I like Wales, though. I
Yeah,
don't like
but-
Wrexham, though. Wrexham's... Taking the football club out of the way of it, Wrexham as a place is a dump. Sorry,
There you go.
people who live in Wrexham.
There you go.
It is.
You technically can say that though.
It is a bit... Yeah, there's nothing football related. I'm just saying
No, it's just
generally.
a general. Yeah, okay.
It's a cesspool pit, mate, full of inbreds.
Oh God! And that is not Mitchell Lewin saying that. That is a quote.
That's a quote. I wasn't saying that about Wrexham.
That's a quote.
That wasn't
from-
me saying that about Wrexham, just to
Wait
clarify.
for it. 35-year-old James McClane, the
36-year-old.
captain of, I thought it was 35.
I don't
Anyway,
know. Anyway.
he's an old man, and he said that about Shrewsbury. Bearing in mind, people of the internet, listen to
I
this.
can't believe we're talking about this.
He has 3 teammates who were born in Shrewsbury. Well done, Capitano. Well done.
Okay,
Anyway,
that's
swiftly
enough
moving
about
on from
Wrexham.
that.
I shouldn't have
You
brought
started
it up.
it.
I
You started it,
know, I
mate.
know. I shouldn't have brought it
Yeah,
up.
exactly. So you can't have a go at me
shouldn't
for
have brought
it.
it up.
Anyway, right? I've got some news to talk to you about. Okay?
Okay.
Some news. It's nothing major or anything, but since watching Better Man, Robbie Williams, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Since watching Better Man, I've kind of got into the logistics behind stuff, and I've done a bit of digging and stuff, a little bit like we did with Back to Black, not as much with that, or like Bohemian Rhapsody, and any biopic we've ever watched, I've done a bit of digging after, because you do.
Okay.
You
Yes.
do, don't you?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So Better Man, I was looking into it a little bit more, and I thought
Just
best thing
before
to
you...
do...
Sorry, I'm going to jump in and be that person.
Yeah.
Can you explain what Better Man is for the people at home who don't know what
I
Better
just
Man
did. Robbie Williams biopic.
Okay, sorry.
In the
I missed
cinemas
that.
right now.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, anyway, so he, so I thought, instead of doing a little digging stuff, what's the best thing to do? Watch a documentary, obviously. Instead of
About Robbie
digging.
Williams.
About Robbie Williams. And the best one to do was I Am Robbie Williams on Netflix. And it's him, like, talking about everything. So it's not like what do you call, like, an
Fantasized.
autobiography or whatever
right.
it is, like when someone writes about you. It's
Yeah.
not like that, it's just him. So anyway, I watched it. Very good, to be fair. Open my eyes to a lot of stuff and things. Because, let's be honest, everyone thinks Robbie Williams is a prick.
Yeah.
And he is, but I think there's a lot to do behind the scenes that maybe were stretched with the truth, with the tabloids and stuff like that in the news, as well as his antics, whatever. And also with, like, the earlier days would take that and things. So it's interesting. It got me, like, really delving into it. And since then, I've been singing Angels quite a lot. So
Is that was the trail off of that story? I
Well,
thought it was going to be like a big payoff to that story.
Well, not really. I'm interested in it. It's interested me.
So,
'Cause
okay.
it's something as well. It's probably one of the only biopics that we've watched that someone's not dead.
Yeah.
I mean, Rocket Man as well. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
like, someone, like, he's obviously had, like, it is.
Some input into the film.
Yeah, it's. Well, I say it's all true. It's,
Well,
it's all from him.
It
isn't
is because now you've watched the documentary based. Not saying that that's the truth, but
Yeah.
I mean we've got to presume that's the truth because it's him doing it
Yeah.
rather than the film Better Man. Would you say the film Better Man is quite accurate to the documentary that you watched? This is Robbie Williams.
It is, but it's clearly done to a movie's extent. So it's made into a film specifically for a film, if that makes
So
sense.
they've-
It's not like the timeline's a bit wibbly wobbly, but it fits
Of the film?
It fits the songs well.
Right, I see.
Yeah.
So they've made it work.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, with
So
a
not
budget of
spoiling or
like
anything,
1
but-
million or whatever it was.
Exactly, it's pretty good to be fair with the
Yeah.
CGI, but like when I think spoiler by the way for anyone who watched it or anything in the film, obviously the big turnaround event is like his nan passes, and then
Right.
that's where the song "Angels" comes from. Didn't really happen like that
No, fair.
type thing,
I
but it
mean,
works for the film.
Yeah, I could understand that being the case.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I kind of thought about that.
What
but
is the song Angels about? Hold on.
Does an angel
Go on, sorry, you carry on talking about it. I was.
contemplate
You-
my fate? Yeah, but no, I've always kind of liked Robbie Williams, really. I wouldn't say like, oh, you know, I like him to an extent, like, oh, I want to go see him or, you know, really listen to his stuff. But the odd tunes and stuff, you know, with The Town, with Let Me Entertain You, I used to like Candy, you know, it's quite good. But, yeah, and he talks a lot about, like, the beef with Gary Barlow. He talks about, the whole, like, start with Take That and, like, Addiction or Elton John, everything like it's pretty good, to be fair. I'd recommend it. Go and watch it. And go watch Better Man, obviously.
Better Man's good, to be fair. It's really
Yeah.
weird because, like, now that I've seen how poorly it's done, it's made me dislike it a bit more.
Yeah,
But I
but-
shouldn't let that take it away because it was a really good film.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It probably is one of the best biopics I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Give it credit.
I can't really find out what it's about. I can tell you about it.
What, Better Man or?
No, the film Angels. The song Angels.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find out what it means.
Actually, no. But he was. I didn't realize this. He was gonna go to rehab.
Yeah.
End up getting like wasted or whatever. Spent the night at Elton John's house before going to rehab. Would you like to know the 2 songs that he was due to record? And I don't know if he actually did record them before or after rehab, but rehab he had to go and to rehab whatever. And the 2 songs that he didn't finish vocals for, or he was due to finish vocals for, what were the 2 songs?
The Robbie. Go on, you're gonna tell me.
Angels and Let Me Entertain You.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
Like his
imagine
2
if
biggest
he
songs.
didn't do them.
Yeah.
Like that, you wouldn't have Robbie Williams without them, would you? Which
Well, I mean,
some
yes,
people
you
might be
would.
like, yeah, wow. No, well, yeah,
probably
but
would.
not like not to the extent like now.
Yeah,
Like, I would argue the point now and say he's bigger than Take That.
Oh,
I would argue the point and say he's bigger than Take That. Personally, it's very, very close.
It's
and it is
very
It is
close.
very like opinion based. Because
Yeah.
you've also got to include him in Take That as well, haven't you? So
yeah, true.
You know.
Yeah, he's bigger than Gary Barlow, which is
he is bigger than Gary Barlow.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's bigger than Take That as a whole.
Yeah, it is very close though. But
Yeah. No, fair enough.
So you go.
I've got something. I can't believe I'm taking this back to football, but I'm going to be the one to take this back to football.
I was gonna say I've got something else to talk about football, but yeah, sure.
I'll take it back to football first.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Have you heard?
Yep. Of the Muffin Man.
No.
Okay.
Have you heard that there are trialing
Yes.
alcohol in stadiums?
Interesting. Where is this?
Women's football.
Why?
Because
There's no blokes there.
no, I don't know why.
It's
That's just where the choice has been made. I can't judge prejudice on why it's been picked. But in a game the other night, I think it was at Birmingham City's ground. It was the Birmingham's lady. Not sure who they played. They introduced trying alcohol in the stands.
Yeah.
I would like your thoughts on it, please.
I want to know a reason why it was specifically the women's game, and I would argue the point with whatever they came back as. I think it's a load of bollocks because I think the actual reason is because no blokes go to the women's game. Is my honest opinion. No, come on. Realistically, I don't think a lot of men do go to watch the women's football because they go to watch the men's football, and that's how a lot of men just have grown up as. Like, that's just happened. I'm not saying it's preference or anything like that. I'm just saying it's happened. So therefore, they look, oh yeah, we're not going to do it in the men's game because look at them, they're all too rowdy. Oh yeah, what can we do it? We'll do it in the women's game, which would help but not help because I think that it'll go quite well, and then if it goes quite well, you're going to introduce it in the men's game anyway. And it's all going to go tits up. So what's the fucking point in that? Who's issued this? The FA?
No, sorry, I should have done a bit more research into this. Let me bring up an article from Sky News.
Oh no, it's completely wrong, and I've just said everything, isn't it?
I'm going to get.
It wasn't even in England.
It was in England, yeah. It was in the English. The women's. It's something to do with. There's laws over the English Football League for men, but there's not laws over the Women's Football League, so that the governing bodies in the Women's Football League can make a decision without consulting government. I think is what it is. But if they want to make changes in the men's, I think they have to take it to government. I think is what the dealings is. I'll read you this. It's literally a paragraph, just short. This is from Sky News. English women's football allow drinking alcohol in seats as part of a pilot. English women's football is being piloted to allow drinking in the seats. Alcohol was banned from stadiums in 1980s, but the new pilot is seeing it return at the women's football. I just can't really find out much more about it other than that.
So again, our
it's a video. Oh no, okay.
Our government are yet to decide on something that potentially should change.
I'll state my opinion. I'll do a bit of my research.
Okay, here's Mitchell Lewin's opinion.
I don't agree with it.
What exactly?
Drinking in stands altogether. Gigs. No, I said it. We're on about football.
Yeah, but
gigs is a different thing.
You kind of have to blend the two a little bit.
No, you don't.
Do.
Not at all. Let me finish.
You do. We have blended the two.
No, we haven't. Yeah, we might have in the past, but I'm going to say mine. I don't think drinking in the stands should be a thing at all. Women's football or men's.
Specifically football?
Yes.
Right, okay.
I don't think there's any positives to drinking in the stands.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion.
What about cricket?
I don't care about cricket.
No, but
I'm on about football.
Yeah, but you've still got
I think there's more of an animosity between fans.
Yes.
In football games, and that might be why I'm premising they're trialing it at women's games and not men's because there's
definitely
probably less animosity.
When was the last time you saw a fight or anything issued in the women's game between two sets of fans?
So you can understand why they're trialing it at women's
games.
Yeah, I
can, but it still kind of defeats the purpose, like I said, because even if it does well, they're going to go, oh, okay, well, let's take this to the government. And the government are going to go, no. And then people are going to be like, oh, I can go. And then you'll get maybe some blokes, or maybe it's like a whole like loop-de-loop, and it's all like timey-wimey to say, we'll do this. So then blokes will have to go watch the women's game if they want a pint.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do know what
It's
you
an
mean.
interesting topic, isn't it?
I will
But,
just throw this at
yeah.
you. It also says on Sky. This has all come from Sky that I'm premising this. It's a ban. This about drinking in the grounds. It's a ban that technically only covers the top 5 men's divisions in England, but it has only been adopted across to the top women's leagues, as well as adapted in a less toxic fan culture. That's quoting what.
Yeah.
But it's been taken positively in the women's game as something that they were going to trial more, I believe.
Yeah.
Which, I'm fine with that. The only then flip side for me is if they're bringing this in and equality is brought into the equation, how can they have it at one and not the other?
I do agree
But
with
then
that statement.
I will flip the argument the other way and use the pay situation about women's football not being paid the same amount as men's.
Yeah.
Football fans at a men's game need to prove that they can actually drink responsibly in a ground. That would be the other flip side.
Yeah, I do agree. I have an issue, though, around the whole... so you banned it in the 80s, and then since that, fans now drink so much before a game that they turn up to the game already twatted.
Well, then
And
they
then
shouldn't be allowed into the ground, is what the argument would be. They should be refused entry.
When's that happen, really?
I would say quite a lot. I'd say that unless you're not...
Yeah, but-
if you're too drunk to be able to walk, then you're not going to be allowed in the ground.
But I mean, like, to an extent where, like, a lot of people just want bums on seats in football to get the money and the revenue in, right? So they let whatever in, and then they're just as bad. But then would they be just as bad in the stadium or not? There's the maybe trial. I would suggest maybe a trial period in all football in a generalistic form. If you're going to do it, a trial period would not be a worst thing to do.
There's nothing here saying that that's not going to happen, and I would
No.
argue that it probably is going to happen
Yeah.
because it's money at the end of the day. Why would football clubs not want this?
Yeah, and let's be honest, if you sell so many more pints at a game than a local pub at the ground, right? At the
more
ground,
money.
if you buy a pint, some of that money going to the pint goes to the government. Beer tax, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the government should get more money as a revenue anyway. I know they might get it through a pub, but I'm saying I think you're more likely to be like, oh yeah, we'll just go in early, go out a few, you take it to the stand or whatever.
Yeah.
Half time wouldn't be as busy as well. There's that issue.
Yeah. I think it still would be.
But
It
maybe
still would
not
be because
as
people would want to be getting their drinks at half time. But
Yeah,
then they'd
yeah, I
probably
agree
take
with
one
it.
to the stand afterwards as well.
Yeah, or have maybe a few after. I don't know, but yeah, it's an interesting conversation. I think they should trial it. That's the best way I could put it.
If they're trialing it in the women's game and if it works, it should be trialed in the men's game too.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll work. Got to be honest, don't think it'll work, and I don't think it should happen at all. I think drinking. On
what
the
about
most
a
part,
gig? What about an outdoor gig? Because I've seen sometimes just as bad at gigs than at football grounds with like drunk people at football grounds type thing, and drunk people at gigs. Like
I'm
you know,
not a massive drinker, so my opinion is going to be based
you
on
must be
that.
thirsty then.
I'm actually very thirsty right now. My opinion is generally I don't care for drinking alcohol, and if it wasn't around, I'm not fussed.
Yeah.
So
okay. Yeah, that's fair.
ban it at festivals, ban it at gigs.
Wow, look
I
at
don't,
this.
I don't care. Whatever.
Run for
if you want to do
presidency,
it,
Mitchell Lewin.
but all I will say,
Yeah.
on not on the flip side because that's not the same thing. What I think they should be doing more so at festivals and gigs is offering water better. There should be water filling stations at venues, not just going to the bar and asking for a tap. There should be like in stadiums where you have the
I would
refills.
argue
In
and
some
say,
stadiums,
I
there's
think-
refill stations. I think that should be a common thing across venues in the
I
country.
think that they have to. I think they do a lot of them personally.
Nah, if you go to like the O2 academies and all them, lot them smaller venues, there's nothing like that.
Yeah,
There's taps where you have to go.
Yeah,
you
but
have to ask them to fill it up, and they just fill it up from a tap.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
I don't think the issue at gigs is the alcohol. I think the issue at gigs is there should be more readily available water. That would be my argument.
Yeah, I'd argue to say there is enough, really. I mean, they they have to an extent. They have to provide with so many places to go or places that's accessible, don't they?
That's
You know.
yeah, they're meant to, and I would say
They're
at
meant to, yeah,
bigger
yeah.
venues that's more of a thing.
Yeah,
Because
definitely,
You see
yeah,
at like the arenas water filling stations.
Yeah, but then
But I
you'd
think that
argue
should
and
be a
say an
thing.
O2 Academy holds what 1,000 to 3,000 people at most. So you'd look at that and go, well, if there's enough to be served at a bar, then the bars are fine. That's the argument, isn't it?
I
So,
respect that. Then,
Yeah, but I do kind of agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Going off the football and stuff indirectly. I just want your opinion on this. See if you've ever done this, okay? Because I felt really nerdy doing this, but it's kind of funny, okay? So I played FIFA the other day, EA, FC, whatever bollocks it is. FIFA, right? I set up a career mode, and it was with who was it with? Can't remember who it was with now. Anyway, basically, I got bored. I set up a career mode, which was I'm manager of a team. I have a team, and you have every control. You can make transfers, you can offer contracts, you can do whatever you want to. All right?
Yeah.
And I got bored about 2 seasons in. I was like, I'm gonna shake up the mitts here. I'm gonna create a scenario that doesn't even exist. All right. So what I did is I looked at my left striker and I was like, I don't really like you. You're getting on a bit. I kind of want you to go, but what should we do? So I made up a scenario that he had a bust up with the centre mid at training.
Okay.
Right? And that was the reason that he was... all I did, whacked him in the reserves, whacked this young lad, prolific striker, done well for me in the youth squad sort of thing. Done all right. He's 18. Give him Premier League debut. See if he can cut the biscuit, right? Before this guy, like, because he's been cut out of the team. Okay? Went into the game. We won 3-0. Scored a hat-trick. Phenomenal work by the little lad, 18-year-old, whatever it was. So, cut the long story short, by the end of the season, obviously all that had happened, the bust-up had happened, everything. I created the scenario.
The fake bust-up.
The
imaginary bust-up.
Fake bust-up, yeah.
Wait, so, okay, why wasn't the centre-back reprimanded as well?
The centre-mid.
Centre-mid. Why was there no issue with him?
I don't know, we watched CCTV, and it turns out that he didn't start. All right? That's what happened.
Just for the audience listening, none of this actually happened. Joel's making this up.
No, none of this happened at all. But I was bored in it, so I shook it up a bit. It made it so much better, so much more interesting. By the end of the season, flipped it around completely. Next season started with me selling the centre mid because he was underperforming after that. And I thought, actually, you know what? And the striker apologised, went in and everything is contract renewal, took a pay cut as well, signed all that deal on a 5-year deal. He went back in the team with his 18-year-old up front. I bought a new centre mid.
Why didn't you just play Football Manager? Why didn't you just play FM?
Because I don't know. I just
that happens in FM. That sort of stuff happens.
No, but it's just too tedious and long and stuff. So I was getting a bit bored with it, and I didn't want it to be really long. So I
Fair enough.
It was really interesting. I got really bored in it, and I was like,
I like what you're
have
doing.
you ever done that in career mode?
No.
Never.
No, not really. I don't think so.
Really?
No.
I've been like, or even if someone's not injured, I've been like, I want to rotate this, but I'm gonna create something in my head that's like, it is his missus split up with him or something like that. You know, my right back's not available today. Or, he's got an iffy tummy. Coming out of both ends, gaffer. Can't make it.
God.
He's like, whack the young lad in there, and he has a phenomenal game. And then he comes back in the squad, the normal regular right back, and he's like, what's happened here? Why am I not starting? And you're like, well, coming out of both ends, whatever. You let the team down, mate. He's in. You ain't getting past him, and he's in for the rest of the season. And then the right back at the end of the season, he's well miffed. Sad face. But all that scenario is true because it's fake.
Yeah, it's true because you made it up in a...
Again, I've gone full cocktail in all this and made what I've said happen in FIFA.
A game.
Yes.
I like it, to be fair. It does add an extra element. It is very nerdy, I will say
it's same with Jurassic World. I had to split dinosaurs up because they had bust up and stuff. Oh, gonna have to put another fence in, aren't we? Because big Tyrone, the big T-Rex, he's well miffed. He's been having to go at his missus, the other T-Rex, Sheila. So he whacked in a perimeter fence in there.
So they're just going to look at each other from across the fence?
Yeah. I put in one of the trucks that's broken down as just a prop in there to make it look like that. But I created the scenario. Oh no, one of my Rangers went in and he busted the wheel and stuff. So look, it's busted in there. He's had a shocking week. He's fell out with his missus. He's busted the Ranger that was trying to help him. We've had to put in a perimeter fence. It's electrified. He can't get out.
This is what,
do you know what I mean?
This is why your brain is the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. It's interesting.
I
made it
can't
more
do
interesting.
that.
I was boring. Really?
I can't do it because I'm just so logically thinking.
You're
I can't
meticulous
play
with
games
things.
like that anymore.
Really?
I used to love The Sims growing up because I used to just love playing out them scenarios.
Same with Minecraft, stuff like that.
Yeah, and now I just can't play them because I just think how pointless it is.
Yeah,
and I can't make up them things in my head.
I was going to say, I used to do it on Minecraft with you.
Yeah.
I used to take stuff from your house or your chest and stuff, move them around, shuffle them.
I hated it.
That. Yeah, and then you'd be like, what's happening? I'm like, I don't know, I haven't seen anything. I don't know, someone must have come in and made this whole scenario or whatever. You know?
Yeah, I do remember.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but stuff like that. I don't know. I think it's nerdy but fun. But there you go.
Would you guys like to see us play Minecraft again? We have tried this in the past.
Yeah, I think we should do Minecraft, but we should do like
A challenge or something.
yeah, like if we lose a heart, we have to like I don't know, take a shot or something like that. Like we
Why
have to...
drink it in a child's game? Actually, Minecraft's like a 12?
Yeah, exactly.
13
Yeah, but or
plus?
something like that.
I mean,
You know,
still
or
can't
like
drink, but yeah.
yeah, something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Let us know if
challenge.
if you listen to this far in the podcast and you want to watch us play Minecraft on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know, because we have tried it in the past. There is some videos there from when we first started doing YouTube.
Yeah, but I feel like we should go
go
back
check
and
'em out and let us
adapt it. So.
Yeah.
Same with a lot, actually. I think we should adapt certain things. I think we should try new
I think
stuff
we're going to
now.
have to give clubs a go again at some point.
Clubs, good.
We
yeah,
have been...
yeah.
Me and Joel love clubs. It is like one of the things we do quite a lot.
We've been doing well. Yeah.
We literally...
Gary Norman's magic. He wears a magic hat.
If you watch the old clubs videos as well, around the same time as the Minecraft videos on YouTube.
Yep.
Gary Norman and Bryn Llewellyn still lives on.
Yep. The gaffer manages his son. We've got a phenomenal team.
We've got
honestly.
Harry Barry, who follows us from game to game.
Yep.
FIFA to EAFC.
Yeah, it's mad. He's been around for about 4 years now, and he's still only 21.
Yeah, crazy.
Phenomenal.
This one has no premise to anyone listening to this other than us two.
Yeah, other
but
than us.
If you want to watch our endeavours into pro clubs, let us know, because we literally play it like how Joel just described he plays career mode.
Oh, yeah, we
where
create
we make up
scenarios.
scenarios
Yeah.
where, like, our one striker's sleeping with the secretary, so we kicked him off the team and brought another one in. And
Yeah. He's not doing very well. We don't like him anymore, so we're gonna make someone new, but we're gonna create a scenario so it sounds better. It's better.
it sounds
to play
better
with.
when we kick him out of the team.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we don't even kick him out of the team. On the pro editor, we just remake a new person.
Yeah, that's literally.
So it's technically still the same person.
Yeah, but when
give him a
we
different
originally did it, I remember there's one game where I started like this off with like the receptionist and why we're late.
It's
and
because
stuff
I love Dying Brew.
Yeah, we started all that and like, we haven't had the budget can't stretch to that, everything like that, right? And blaming the receptionist. We talked about this and made this scenario up for an entire game.
Yeah, we did.
and it was great.
One of the reasons why we started YouTube videos. Because we recorded us doing it on clubs.
Yeah, so there you go. Thanks, Sheila.
Sheila, the secretary.
Missed the Iron Brew order, but made a YouTube channel. So.
Yeah. So if you'd like to see us play clubs and play out these silly scenarios that sort of Joel makes in his head and I just sort of go along with. But I like him. That's not me not saying I don't like him.
That's inventive, imaginative, ethical.
Ick of the week. Joel making up things in his mind while playing games.
Is that icky?
No,
is it nerdy?
It's a little bit icky, mate. I got to be honest.
Nerdy.
You're sat there by yourself at home, having an argument with I
talk to myself.
You're talking to yourself, sorting out an argument that's not happened because it's happened in your head.
Yeah.
So like,
the worst thing is when you look at their they have little smiley faces, right, for morale.
Yeah.
They're both on like happy. They're both having a class season. I kicked the one lad out. He's like, what's happened
What have I done? Yeah.
And I'm talking to him like, you just had a bust up. He's like, wow,
I haven't done anything.
About?
Mate, you should just literally play FM or play FM mobile. Like that still
That's
happens.
boring. I ain't got enough patience for that.
I love it. I need to get back.
Just
into
have
FM
a
on my
little
computer.
patience.
I need to get back onto FM on the computer. Ick of the week. What
Ick of the week, take that. Ick of the week is take that.
Why take that?
They're quite icky, aren't they? But I love them. Ick of the week is take that. There you go.
So is busted.
Yeah. But I love them.
So just having a music taste is an ick.
No, Ick of the week is specifically take that.
Why though? Elaborate. What do you mean?
Because it is icky.
Being a male
take
that
that
likes
is an
Take
icky
That.
boy band.
Yeah, okay.
They are.
For
Don't say they're not.
For
They
males to like, yeah.
are. Yeah. It only takes a minute, girl.
The amount of times I hit shuffle on like songs and that song comes up.
Really?
Yeah, you added it to my like songs ages ago.
It's good though.
It comes up all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
All the
it's
time.
quite good though. Like their early stuff is annoying, but it's quite catchy.
It only takes a minute, girl.
Maybe we should do that. We should do the actual music video when they're like up and dancing and stuff, you know?
In the gay bars.
Yeah, or we'll just go outside when it's raining and just no one understand. We were holding back the
Or go
flood.
full Morrison's advert.
Oh yeah,
Let it shine.
walking down the stairs like
Yeah.
just doing
You, you're such a big
Start
star to me.
we can create scenarios in our head. Gary and Robbie have fallen out again. God, what over this time?
No,
So I mean, I think we should do that. We'll do a podcast of just this. We'll create and act a podcast. That's
this
what
is
we'll
an
do.
idea I had, by the way.
Yeah,
I won't talk about it now. But yeah, I had an idea for the podcast
yeah.
where we create scenarios like this.
Maybe
But it
we
was
do it.
around a premise, a reoccurring premise each week. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll do it.
yeah,
Maybe we'll do it.
yeah.
I think I ran it past you at some point.
Yeah.
Santiago Tales. There we go.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe something like that.
Okay. Cool.
Anyway, thank you very much for listening today. This has been I don't know what to describe.
Live.
Other than a clusterfuck
Saturday
of random
night
stuff.
Yeah. Wednesday night, actually.
It's
6
Wednesday
o'clock.
night. Yes. Thank you for listening. Hopefully you're listening to this on Wednesday. If not, enjoy the rest of your week.
Yeah.
Wait, if you're not listening to this Wednesday, I hope you've enjoyed your week. Whenever you listen to this, I hope you have a good day.
Yeah.
So,
We're off to the local on a gig. We'll see you next time.
Merry Christmas. It's not Christmas at all. Goodbye.
Ruined it. Merry January.
Happy February. Goodbye.
Oh, God. Bye-bye.